marks the first full day of President Trump's second time in office. Elex Michaelson in Washington, D.C. with more on what this means for us here in California. President Trump spoke about the wildfires during the inauguration, and he plans to take a tour of the Eaton and Palisades fire zones later this week.
With that is going to be, are we going to get federal funding without conditions? Let's give you a sense of where we are right now. We are inside the Senate office of Adam Schiff. He just moved in here. This is the same exact office that then Senator Kamala Harris used, Senator Barbara Boxer, and Senator LaFonza Butler. Now it is Senator Adam Schiff. We just did his first ever interview in this office a few moments ago. We'll show you that in a second. But let's talk about President Trump and his flurry of executive orders and actions. We got some video from yesterday. He was doing event after event after event and signing things at each of them. Some 200 executive actions in a day. This was him at the Oval Office, which he turned into basically an hour impromptu press conference. He did signing events at the Capitol. He did at the Capital One Center in front of his supporters. All day he was doing different executive actions, and all of them with big impact for our state. Let's put up on your screen some of the things that he did, and look at this. He is reinstating the Remain in Mexico policy when it comes to immigration, ending the catch and release policies, ending birthright citizenship, which is essentially in the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, which says if you're born here, you're a citizen. He says not if your parents are illegal immigrants. That's going to be challenged and go to the Supreme Court most likely. He says we're going to withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord. We're going to be out of the World Health Organization, ending electric vehicle mandate. So I just talked to Senator Schiff and asked him, what does all this mean for our state?
I think some of them will have a deep impact depending on whether he really carries them out. The first is these tariffs. If we have these massive tariffs on other countries, that means in terms of a lot of our industries like the agriculture industry, they're going to be just really hard hit. Prices on food and other things are going to go up even more. Similarly, if he carries out mass deportations, it will not only split up a lot of families, you have children separated from their parents, but it means a lot of farm workers won't be on the farm. Food prices will go up even further. So those two mega issues are deeply in conflict with what he says he wants to do about bringing the cost of goods down. Also, in terms of housing and homelessness, if you deport millions of people who are, many of them, construction workers, then again, the cost of housing is going to go up even further.
So the big question is, what does mass deportations really mean? The Trump team suggesting that they're going to be going after criminals who were convicted for other crimes and try to get some of them out. Violent felons, get them out. That's different than the idea of rounding up a bunch of farm workers. But we'll see what actually happens in terms of implementation. We know that there are some raids that are beginning this morning in different parts of the country, and that may give us an indication.
Elex has been busy, and now that we know President Trump will be here this week, you know Elex is going to fly back.
Yep, he's probably on the plane right now.
He will be covering that for us, of course. It's a busy week.
Yeah.
It's been a busy few weeks.
And I'm curious to see the relationship, you know, between President Trump and Gavin Newsom. Obviously, we need the money here, but they haven't been chummy, so we'll see.
They're going to have to work together despite, you know, personal differences for the greater good. At least that's the hope. All right.